Uriel is the newest frame within Warframe with the current update, the old piece, and I can say I am pleasantly surprised at what this frame can do. Like, he does a lot, and to top that, he just has one of the best designs I've seen on a frame in quite some time. But you didn't want to hear me yap about how interesting he looks and all that. You're here for builds. Let's start with Uriel's abilities. So, his first ability applies heat status and heat damage to enemies nearby. And if your one's active when you're mid-air, you can also dodge in mid-air, which will send you into a spiral tornado thingy ability. It's really interesting. His 2 ability is a cleanse / shield generate. His 3 is he rips off health off his minions and it goes towards enemies. It is directional, so whatever way you're facing, it will go that way. Your 4 is an AoE fire berm, I would say. It also has nuking capabilities, which is super amazing and super versatile in my opinion. Now, with those abilities out of the way, we're gonna talk about the actual mods for the caster. For the caster build, we're looking at these mods. Now, I would like to say, these mods aren't 100% set in stone. You can change them if you feel that is necessary. Growing power, I'm personally using for now, which I will change later, and is using it for the purpose of the video. You can change into whatever you want, but growing power is just super easy to keep up. Same with preparation, you can change that to whatever you would like, but I'm using it so I can just spawn with max energy, so we can just like move on and not sit around waiting for energy from an energy pad. Talking about energy, we're using equilibrium to give us more energy on health drops. Tie that with prime flow and you have really good energy generation and a really good net pool of energy. We're using Streamline for ability efficiency. We use Transient Fortitude for ability strength. Yes, it does take 27 of ability duration, but we will make up for that later. And then Archon Intensify. You can change this to Umbral or Precision Intensify. I would recommend Precision Intensify if you do want to change this out, because Precision will affect your 4. But Umbral is good if you just don't want to use Archon Intensify. We're using Overextended for the range, because obviously you want our 4 to have really, like just a wide reach. That is really what we're looking for with R4. Then Stretch, the same premise, just looking for that range so R4 can have just a lot of room it can cover. Archon Vitality, we want heat damage to apply twice. And you don't really need to think about triggering this, because as you're casting your abilities, this will be auto-triggered. So basically, as long as you're killing enemies, these will always be triggered. Both Archon Vitality and Intensify, so you never have to think about these. Molt Augmented, we're mainly wanting the ability strength after each kill we get, so it stacks to its max, which is 250. Arcane Kamisato, again, we do want the ability strength, but we also want the summon movement, since our summons will be out all the time. But those are the mods. Again, you can change Archon Intensify to either Precision or Umbral. You can change Growing Power and Preparation to whatever you like. It's not set in stone, but I would say the rest is. So feel free to change whatever you want. I did mention this is a very ability spammy build, so I went to yellow, just base yellow for cost speed. Went 2 of those. You can do 1 Tau, 1 base, but I just went 2 base. And then I went 2 Tau duration shards, mainly because I want my abilities to be up for like super long. And health pickup. Now, these 3 in the center, I would say are flexible to whatever you want, but the 2 cost speed shards are, in my book, mandatory. It's completely up to you again. This build is super flexible. Now, loadout-wise, you don't really need a lot. Since this is ability spammy build, you can just run whatever weapons you want. There's no set things, same with Companion. Run whatever you want. I'm just personally running my Panzer Vapor File that armor strips and applies just status on my enemies for me. That's what I personally run. Now, for the showcase, I have a set way of applying my abilities. Oh, sorry, my Kavat's doing that. And my minions are just going ham already. Alright. So, I like to activate my burst ability. And then just apply the free, and then apply the 2. And your main rotation of what you're looking at is like, you cast your free, you cast your 2. And you just keep going to do that, because you're stripping health off your minions, and with your 2, you're replenishing it. And then you ult. And then you kind of just burn everyone in here, and they all just die. So, I always find it fast, is to always, like, press free 2 to get my 4 up. Since we're always just, like, looking to class our abilities. And when our 1 runs out, just reapply it.
Life support on the way.
Cause yeah, this is... I kind of build the gauge fast doing this, and it's just very easy to do. Also, we have Kika, mainly just doing whatever Kika does. Which is apply viral and, like, armor strip a little. But yeah, so this build also does kill acolytes. It can be iffy, but it also is not like a super fast, oh, they die instantly when they spawn.
Activating it will buy you more
They
time.
die fast, within a reasonable time. But it does, again, get super iffy. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm not really running out of energy. Because one of my minions, which I like to call Facehugger, loves to generate energy, so it's very easy just to keep casting without much thought. And the enemies are getting slurred CC'd and getting facehugged. It's really fun, very good build. Really love how he's designed. Oh, that was an Eximus unit. Lol. There's not a lot of enemies around.
Get ready
Fuck.
for a capsule.
Cost this, reapply this, cost this, reapply this. It's a very easy rotation to run up there. But yeah, I do love just the floor and like how far it goes. Majority of it went up the wall, but it's fine. If you're in an open area, you definitely see like how big it
Another life
gets.
support capsule is now
Quite
available.
scary. Now, you can definitely work this into like this deletes everything 5 times faster. You can definitely make that a thing. But it wasn't the approach I was going. And kaboom. And then we'll reapply my stata, my shields and stuff. I'll reapply my 1. But yeah, I honestly have the most fun doing this in like Panther Rebellion, where you're just like running across the map and just flying. Cause like, as long as you have your 1 ability out, you can just like fly. Really fun. I really enjoy that. Good movement pull too. And I haven't actually died with Uriel yet. It's really surprising. I kind of thought I would die with Uriel. a lot, but never really ran into that sitch. Now, how to kill this acolyte would be your flaw, so let's do this. Like I said, it's not an instant kill, but you can see his health just chunking because of the fire. Hopefully it's up to your liking. If not, let me know what your thoughts are and what you would change. But that is my Uriel build as a caster. So, he's not what I call a summoner, but just a caster, as we are pressing 3-2, 3-2, 4-1 a lot. So, really good frame. I really enjoy him. I hope you enjoyed the build. Test it out for yourselves. Let me know what you change, what you keep, or just let me know what your build looks like. I would love to know. And I appreciate the time you took to get this far in the video, so I appreciate you all for that. If you could, it'll do me like a huge favor if you subbed and liked, but you don't have to. It is completely optional, but I would appreciate it. But no. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. If not, hopefully I'll see you when I stream, because I stream at twitch.tv very small light. Highly recommend you go check that out, because I stream basically every day besides 2 days a week. So, mainly Warframe, and when there's nothing for me to play on Warframe, I play other games. With my community as well. Yeah. Come check us out there, and maybe I'll see you in the next video as well. Alright, I love you, and thank you again for hanging out and watching this video. Alright, love you. Bye-bye, Stinkies! Bye!